We are thrilled to have you at our virtual celebration because while you've been staying in, we have been going all out. So we're very excited. We have many innovations to share with you and many products that we're going to be rolling out over the next few months to help you Mac the moment. And today, we wanted to share with you some of the amazing surprises, and we have some fantastic guests. So while you're out grabbing groceries or going on your first in-person real date, or finally preparing to hop on a plane to get out and go somewhere, we believe that every day is a special occasion, and we're here to help you celebrate the Mac way. We're very excited to kick things off with our newest lip innovation, Love Me Liquid Lipcolour. And I'm equally excited. I'm going to share with you one of my partners in crime, Yoon, who is our product development lead in Asia, who is going to walk us through all of this breakthrough formula.
Thank you, Drew. Hi, everyone. Good morning or good evening. I'm calling from Seoul. So, 안녕하세요, 여러분. 반갑습니다. So truly, this is really breakthrough. Our Love Me Liquid Lipcolour is hydrating argan oil and shea butter infused. And this rich and creamy liquid lip color offers a really satin finish that wears for 12 hours. It is available in 20 shades, and it has 4 different color families. First, we have Powerful Red and Shameless Pink and Nude. And lastly, we have High Impact Purples. But that's not all. With this launch, we introduced a never-before-seen shade with our Love Me lipstick in a collection of 8 orange color, which is on trend for this spring.
Amazing. It also stars our lovely Lisa, who from Blackpink, who we absolutely love and adore, as well as an amazing cast of great people. It's intense, bright color, all these beautiful shades. I'm obsessed with the orange. I think we're going to talk about it a little bit later. But Mac thrives with never seen before breakthrough trends. So speaking of brand new, I want to introduce to you one of my secret weapons, one of my wonderful partners in crime, who is the lead of our global trend team and identifies all of the trends firsthand to share with you, our Mac lovers. So leading this team is Kat Quinn. Welcome, Kat.
Hi, Drew. Thanks so much for having me. I'm so excited to talk about our favorite topic, trends. As Yoon mentioned, orange is in fact having a major moment right now. We've seen celebrities, influencers all wearing this orange sizzle trend, which is really a spicy, more sumptuous take on the orange look, which feels perfect for the long-awaited arrival of summer. It was actually one of the first shades to sell out in our Love Me Liquid Lip franchise, and it's just one of the many global trends we'll be talking about today.
But don't worry, it's back. It's back in stock. You're fine. I went to Soho yesterday to get my hands on one, which is great. But at Mac, we've spent 37 years creating, shaping, and leading those trends. So we've been known as the backstage authority at Fashion Week for decades. We do about 90 shows a season, which has always been so excited. And we've helped to really translate and take things from runway to right away. So trends that you can actually wear at home, that are wearable, but still inspired by the leading fashion designers and celebrities around the world.
And what I love is that our world is so much more connected now than it ever has been. And so trends don't exist on just one single timetable anymore. They're constantly moving and changing all around us. And it's not just in fashion. Of course, that's important, but we're also seeing trends move in pop culture, music and music videos, entertainment and TV shows across TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all the social media, and then of course through micro communities that really move these trends throughout the world. We are so lucky to connect with those communities every single day through our 13,000 artists in 106 countries to help us track these global makeup movements as they happen.
Right now, the research is leading us to a turning point for makeup and beauty. After years of no makeup, I think that's also well known for Asia as like 꾸민 듯 안 꾸민 듯, or they call it as singer. Now it's really turning to more like looking more glamour. People really have the desire to connect and also to celebrate and to reinvent themselves for the lives they want.
These makeup trends that we'll be talking about today are all about optimism, excitement, self-care that people, including myself, are very much craving right now. The first one, and the one that I'm probably most excited about, is this return to over-the-top 80s glamour with bold shades on the eyes, lips, and cheeks in a trend MAC is calling double feature. That means that you break the traditional rules of only highlighting your eyes or your lips, and instead you highlight both of them or all at once and really break those rules and feel super glamorous. On top of that, you'll also see a shift from heavy, sharp contouring to beautiful shades of rosy blush swept across the cheeks. The nose is very popular and around the eyes for that really romantic application.
Blushes like our bouncy and cushiony and creamy glow play blush offer a sheer radiant color that is really easily built on your skin, and also we have the variety of skin tones that is on trend.
We're also seeing a return to the dramatic, overdrawn makeup looks of the 90s with the supers and hip hop culture with trends like lip contour and lip liner, one of my favorite trends. We're seeing it everywhere right now.
I love a 90s trend. I think it's so fabulous. And I'm a big, big fan of the blush. So I love playful. I love energetic. I love all of these expressive eyes that we're doing. Kat, I'm obsessed with the confetti liner, where people are putting all of these. It's very Euphoria, but 2.0. And also yellow is having a huge moment right now. So what we say at MAC is yes to yellow. And then you can't leave it without finishing everything off with fluffy lashes, which I think sounds so pillowy and beautiful.
We all know that lashes make the look whether they're full or fluffy or natural. So if you're seeking for surreal volume and length, we have something for you. It is MAC Magic Extension. Actually, it's already available in market, and also we are launching soon in others. And this item is really your must-have.
And of course, we talked about lips, eyes, and cheeks, but you can't forget about skin, the foundation of any look. And for skin trends, people are just eager to feel healthy and sun-kissed again. I personally am dying to go on vacation and get that bronzy glow. So we're seeing a shift toward bronzy, touchable skin that mimics that elusive golden hour glow, but at any time of the day.
Yes, and our Mist Moisturizer Fix Plus Magic Radiance is truly the perfect product to help that healthy glow look. It delivers all-day hydration, but it is in mist, so it's very instant, and it gives you the radiance, that instant boost that can give you the gorgeous and dewy glows.
I love the golden hour glow trend, but if I had to pick a favorite, I'd say I'm pretty much just so excited to wear lipstick again. I feel like I haven't worn lipstick in so long, and I just want to wear all of my lipsticks, which is why I love the two-tone lip trend. I can wear orange on the top lip, pink on the bottom lip. It's a super easy, attainable lip look that feels fun, fresh, and a bit nostalgic for the 60s. And Drew, you mentioned it, but I know you're loving blush right now.
I'm obsessed with our Glow Play blush because, as Yoon said, it's super bouncy. So even when you're putting it on, it's like very cushiony. It's kind of like a whole experience. And then I just tap it on here and then tap it on the bridge of my nose, and it looks like I've had a full vacation. So, whether I'm on a Zoom call, it just makes me feel like, or FaceTime or whatever it is, it just makes you just look a little bit fresh. I'm wearing it today. But thank you, Kat and Yoon. Thank you for introducing all of these amazing innovations. I'm very excited about Magic Radiance. I'm very excited about Magic Extend. There's just so many things coming in so many different ways that you're really going to be able to get the look that you want. And also, don't ever forget our one of our most important, which is Viva Glam, which is our 100% give back model. This year, we worked with Rosalia to do that, to bring the shade Fuego. So Viva Glam is always available in stores. So that's part of our social mission. And of course, thank you for Kat and Yoon for getting us all excited about trend. There's so much more to go. So I will be talking to you soon. So trends are created by people. So from fitness experts and TV personalities to New York models, musicians to skaters to the boy blush trend is coming from Southern California with all the cool kids there. So we everyone is creating these trends, all the cool kids. And speaking of cool kids, we have one here today. The wonderful Derek Blasberg to talk to us about some of the most exciting trends right now that he's seeing. Derek and I, we actually went to college together, so old pal. So it's great to see you, Derek.
Drew, I'm so excited to see you too, and thank you for having me today, and thank you for calling me a cool kid. It's been years since I've been a cool kid, so I will take it.
No, you definitely are. As the king of YouTube fashion and beauty. I think you're working with all of the top influencers and creators and makers inside of that space. But tell me what you've been up to. I haven't seen you in person in a long time, but tell me what you've been doing.
Yeah. So maybe I'm like a camp counselor of the cool kids. Well, we can say that. I'm so happy that you asked, especially because this week has been super exciting. We are putting the final touches on YouTube's first ever beauty festival, which happens tomorrow. Tomorrow on Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern time on youtube.com/fashion. We'll have this virtual summit with some of those cool kid YouTube creators that you mentioned, like Emma Chamberlain and Hiram, Manny MUA, Patrick Starr, who actually had his start in a Mac counter, as I'm sure you guys know and everyone on this call knows. But we also have a lot of public figures and beauty gurus and founders, entrepreneurs, Selena Gomez, Pharrell Williams, Gwyneth Paltrow. So we have so much in store for this event, and there'll be panels on diversity and inclusion mixed in with sort of just the regular hot tips that we expect in the beauty community, and so much more. So I'm in the home stretch with that, but I'm thrilled to wake up at 6 a.m. to see you, Drew Elliott. So thank you for having me today.
Yes, and I'm definitely tuning into yours. I'm like a super Emma fangirl, so I'm very excited to see what she brings, because she's like, she just is cool to a different level, I think.
She's definitely one of the kids.
Yeah, exactly. Today we'll be talking all of these trends with some of the top creators of our own and trend makers who are right here. So I want to welcome everyone to the Enter the Love Me Mode panel. Look at these amazing faces. So I'm going to introduce everyone, and then I have a million questions for everyone. So first off, Lindsay Wheeler. Hello, good morning.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fantastic. She is a social media sensation. She is part of our Mac TikTok crew, and she is breaking through with all of her fantastic content. Roxette Arisa, who is a beauty enthusiast, is a current Mac brand partner, who's promoted Mac for years and also leads with artistry. We have Olivia Amato, who's a Peloton instructor, and I'm like, I haven't even got my ride in today, but is an avid Russian Red user. So putting our products to the long wear test, like, can it last a workout? I'm gonna want to know this. And someone who needs no introduction, one of my dear favorites, Michelle Visage, a TV personality and a friend of the brand, who maximizes all those Mac trends. She has, such a wonderful look always, and always supports our brand missions. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, thanks for having us. Hi, thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
So today is all about trend, and I know that you all set so many of those wonderful trends. So I wanted to get into some questions. Derek and I are going to ask you some things about what you're feeling, about trend, how we're going to bring those to life, and talking about where are those trends coming from, and what are you excited to see, when you start visiting your families, hanging out with friends, going to the movies. It seems like a reintroduction that everyone's able to do. So I'm going to start, Michelle, I'm going to start with you. Let's take it to the runway back where Mac started. So I would love to hear, what are the trends that you're seeing? What are the things that are exciting to you? Whether it's a crazy eye look or lip look, I would love to hear What is it? What's a Michelle Visage approved look?
For me, if you go for it and you commit to it, it's a Michelle Visage approved look. But what I'm loving is the, natural look is cute. We've all been through it for the past year and a half. We gave our skin a break, we did what we had to do to prep. But I think with masking and everything, we've learned to really focus on the eyes. So I've been really going in heavy and deep on the eyes, whether it's cutting a crease or chucking in glitter when it's completely inappropriate, like going to the grocery store. I think that's really what it's about right now, is going big and going bold. And I love that. I love the discussion of not being able to, not being afraid to do a full smoky eye with a bold lip, with a, whether you're going for Vamp and Night Moth or my obsession, which is always going to be Lady Danger. No matter what you do, you're going for it all the way. And I think that if you do it, and sometimes it doesn't even have to make sense, because you're wearing a magenta eye doesn't mean you need a magenta lip. And I kind of live for that going for it, but yet somehow it works. Looks. That's something I'm seeing more often, is people taking risks that maybe they wouldn't have, or maybe 10 years ago we would have looked at and went, ooh, but now it's like got this new life and like new fierceness to it. So I'm kind of all about big, bold, and just going for it right now.
I hope you're right. And specifically, as leaving kind of like no makeup and just adding that dash, adding an eyelash, adding something that I don't know, it just gives you that like, it's momentum that you're, excited to move for. Olivia, I would love to hear from you. What are you looking forward to? What are tell us your tips and tricks for keeping a gorgeous makeup look on while you're living your best life.
Well, thank you for having me. It's nice to see you all. I'm super excited to be here. So basically, as you know, I'm a big part of my life. Most of my life is on the bike or on the tread, and I'm sweating, but I have to, still look cute. And MAC has honestly been my go-to for this since day one. I used to be all about like the supernatural kind of look, sort of what Michelle was talking about before. And since quarantine, I just started to really experiment with different colors and different. Russian red is my absolute favorite. It's my go-to. But just different pops of colors that just make me feel good, because being healthy isn't just about feeling healthy, physically. It's also a mental thing. So for me, whether it's a pop of color, it's usually a lip color for me, but I just love a big lip color or a little bit of glitter here and there. At times, anytime, really. Glitter always.
Michelle Visage, you're going to love this, but a little fact, Olivia, is that Madonna came to Frank and Frank, the founders of MAC, many years ago, and said, I want a gorgeous red lipstick that will last the whole concert. And so Russian red was born. So that's the story and the history. Gosh. I know it's not good. I was like, oh, that's casual.
It's amazing.
Story.
It makes me like it even more.
Exactly. Yeah, you could do a ride to totally. All the greatest hits.
I'll hop in here. I have a question for Roxette. How has your attitude toward makeup changed recently, and what are you excited to try now?
So I will say I'm totally on the same bandwagon with I'm kind of getting through the natural makeup phase and just ready to play with color. And I feel like with summer coming up, I'm excited for those bronzy looks, the lips. I cannot wait to go outside and have a good lip on and really make a statement with that. And I love what you said, Michelle, about really going for it. I feel like you just inspired me, and I'm like, yes, we're going to go for it now. So I think that's what I'm looking forward to.
I'm so excited to see all these women showing up at my local deli with a full smoky eye, a bold red lip. I want to see everything in the produce aisle. Lindsay, I'm going to pass it over to you. How do you think trend connects you to other people? And where do you go to discover new trends?
So definitely, I would say that I think this year TikTok is definitely taking the internet by storm. So I feel like in a lot of ways, I can go to TikTok and there will be one trend happening, and then I go to Instagram or any other social media platform or look at a celebrity, and trends are always changing depending on what platform you're in. And I think that that's the beautiful thing about it, is that it's so inclusive. I feel like especially this year, and I would definitely agree with these ladies that I think that in a lot of ways, I think it stems from the fact that people have been able to come to their true self during this time when they've just been alone in their thoughts or with family. And I think that I am really looking forward to being able to see all these looks that people have done in their rooms for this past year, and see them in the grocery store, at the movies, with like these full beats, crazy makeup, full of color. I'm just really excited for it.
What I think is so interesting is I think in this time that we've been spending at home and staying safe, is it's like I'm like, oh, maybe I should try this, or maybe I should go for this, or like I'm like and I obviously working at Mac is fantastic, but I'm like, maybe I'll secretly try on a smoky eye after the work hours and then debut it on a random Tuesday. So is there any single product, any single thing, I give it to any of you that you're like, oh, I might try that. So a false lash or a glitter or anything that's kind of out of your comfort zone. Because I think, we're launching the Cruella collection today, actually. And I was talking to the makeup artist there, and she was like, this film is all about Cruella transforming and being the person that she wants to be, and she does that through makeup. So I would love to hear from you. Is there a single thing that you're going to take that risk and jump out and do? Michelle, I'll start with you, because I would love to know your risk, your big risk.
I was going to say, Drew, there's probably not much that I haven't done with makeup. I started playing with makeup when I was 13. That's how I perfected the perfect black liquid eyeliner. And I'm from New Jersey, so I can say that with confidence. But first thing I started playing with was purple eyeshadow and black liquid liner. I didn't know what to do with it, but I knew that the old movie stars would do it like this. So that's kind of how I started. For me, when this whole thing happened a year and a half, nearly 2 years ago, I started bringing back color mascaras and started playing with that and I know a lot of makeup artists don't like to put mascara on a false lash. I bring my mascara through the lashes, top and bottom, and it makes this eye just pop. I could have nothing on my face, just like even a dewy, really simple, not even foundation, just lightweight skin, and then do a really vibrant, bold blue mascara or something really poppy. And that's all you need. And people are like, oh my God, I love your lashes. And I haven't visited colored mascara and stuff since the 80s. So that to me was like really interesting, that so many people responded to something so simple. And I think that sometimes we forget those things, or she's stuck in the 80s. Well, I hate to tell you, kids, the 80s are back. All that color, all that fun, all that expression, sometimes simple, is really, really back. So I think people should start taking those risks and doing those things. Pops.
Well, what's funny, I was just in Soho at the Mac store in Soho, and they were saying we have mixing medium and pigments, and there's like people like they can't keep them in because people want to put them, on their eyelashes and create all of those spectacular 80s colors. So I think I think that your secret's already out, that the 80s and the color trend might be back. Lindsay, I would love to hear from you. Is there anything that you're really trying or giving a whirl?
Okay, so before quarantine and everything like that, I never wore blush, but that was all I saw in 2020 was just like the deep blush, like in this part of your face. I think that is such a beautiful trend, and it has honestly been. I've been able to incorporate that more in my routine, and that's something that I never did before this year.
I think that's amazing. And I think the other piece too, which I was less familiar with, is switching out your contour color for blush and doing full blush and using the same exact technique that you use for contouring, but move it into a blush, which gives you that, definitely that 80s kind of like inspired Grace Jones look, which I
completely agree.
freak out over. Olivia, how about you? What are we going to see on the bike?
So I was just gonna say something something that I've been really wanting to try on the bike is like that statement, that I think you mentioned it before, like the Euphoria kind of graphic eye makeup. I think it would be amazing. And I've seen people experiment and put even, whether it's pearls or rhinestones, I think it's amazing. It looks so cool. So that's something I would love to try on the bike. Hopefully it doesn't like get into my eyes, but like it's worth a try. I'll try it anyway.
You'll be safe. You'll be good, and it will stay. It will stay on your face. I can promise. Our liner specifically will stay. And Roxette, I would love to hear from you too.
I think I'm most excited to try the lip liner trend. It's where what people have been doing is taking highlighter and placing it like right along the Cupid's bow. And then I tried it once. I did try it once, and I did it the same highlighter in the inner corner, and it just created such a cool monochromatic vibe with matching the eyes to the lips in a unique way. So I think that's something I'm excited to just play around with more so.
Derek, can you and I do a lip liner YouTube tutorial?
Yeah, you're on. I have to say during quarantine, I think we were all just incubating all these ideas and incubating all these trends. And now that it seems like it's becoming safe to travel and meet in groups again, I'll do a lip liner tour tutorial with you in no time, Drew. You're on.
I love it. Exactly. Let's do it. Someone just asked me what is my favorite lip color, and I would say my favorite, of course, Ruby Woo will always be my kind of. She is like the number one superstar, but I'm obsessed. We had many. It happened in 2000. We came out with a lip glass, which if you don't know lip glass is like the ultimate topper. It gives, if you've ever seen an influencer, create those like glossy, gorgeous lips, it's probably lip gloss. But we created it in a shade called Squirt, which is like an acidic neon green. And when you put it on, it's gorgeous. We relaunched it and it sold out in 2 hours. So we may or may not be bringing it back. But it's a wonderful, cool shade, and it looks fabulous on every skin tone. It just makes your lips perfect. So that's what I would say. But I want to thank everyone, for being here. What an amazing group of people. And it's already gotten my mind kind of like ticking about, what does MAC need to make? What are the things we need to get ready for? I definitely have color mascara, high on my list. And Olivia, I can't wait to see all of your graphic liners. So I will be staying tuned. So we're just getting started here, and we can't wait for you to see all the incredible things that we have coming your way. So for everyone watching at home, stay connected with us at MAC Cosmetics, and also you can chat with an artist. Which is absolutely fantastic at maccosmetics.com to learn more about all these trends and also how they can bring it to life, how you can bring it to life for yourself, which is fantastic. They'll walk you through all of those tips and all of those tricks. I want to thank our panel of amazing people. Derek, as always, you're a legend. And I look forward to seeing you in real life. And Kat and Yoon, you have been fantastic. So thank you so much for joining us. So much more on Mac Trend. Stay connected to all of our channels, to our YouTube, to our Instagram, etc. And I am going to sign off and say thank you so much for joining us. I will see you soon.